New on Sunrise, an IMPD officer is involved in a crash overnight. How he's doing this morning and what investigators believe may have caused the accident.
I'm Matt McCutcheon with what's bringing them together with NFL hopefuls from our area. That's coming up live here on Sunrise Saturday.
We do have a cloudy start this morning, but we'll see more sunshine this afternoon and even better yet, mild temperatures. I'll have the details coming up in your SkyTrack 13 forecast.
From Indiana's news leader, Eyewitness News Sunrise starts now.
Good morning and welcome to Sunrise. Time now is 8 o'clock. I'm Naomi Peskovitz here with Kelly Green on your Saturday morning. The last few weeks, it's kind of become regular here on the show, seeing Matt McCutcheon out there all bundled up in his big red jacket, hood up, everything he needs to stay warm. But today, thankfully, we're getting a warm up finally.
Yes, it's going to feel more like spring today, so a little break from the winter blues. It will be short-lived, but let's enjoy it, especially it arriving over the weekend, even better yet. So the clouds have pushed in. We do have a system to our north that's moving across the Great Lakes area, just bringing some clouds, but I do think we'll see a gradual clearing a little bit later on this afternoon and a lot of sunshine. Right now here in Kokomo, just some high clouds around, not too bad, and we do have more clouds in Greensburg right now, still some snow on the ground in both locations that could develop some patchy fog as that warm southwesterly breeze allows some of that fog to develop over the snowpack. It is currently 32 degrees in Carmel, 29 in New Palestine, 33 degrees in Brownsburg, 31 right now in Pendleton, and 30 degrees in Shelbyville. Downtown Indianapolis, we do have the clouds and some sunshine. Currently 31 degrees. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour. Wind chill value is still making it feel like it's 23. It will be a breezy day. I will let you know about that because that is going to make a difference for these temperatures to really climb, and they'll climb into the upper 40s this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds this afternoon. So here's a look at your forecast. Temperatures climbing more than 10 degrees above average. Southwesterly breezes, a mix of sun and clouds. We do have a chance of rain for tomorrow. I'll have the details on that coming up in your SkyTrack 13 forecast.
Kelly, thank you. New on Sunrise and only on 13 this morning, an IMPD officer was taken to the hospital after a head-on crash with a driver who admitted he'd been drinking. It happened just before 3 this morning near the intersection of 30th and White River Parkway on the city's near northwest side. Investigators tell us that the officer was traveling east on 30th Street when a driver of a Chevy Malibu turned from White River Parkway into oncoming traffic and hit the squad car. Officers say that the driver admitted to investigators that he'd been drinking. He was taken to Eskenazi with a cut to the head. The officer was taken to Methodist with minor injuries. Another Indiana town is trying to make shopping on Craigslist safer. Whitestown wants to prevent online deals from ending in crime by offering its own lobby for transactions. They're inviting people to meet buyers or sellers in their town hall lobby Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Even if it's after hours and the lobby is closed, no problem. Whitestown police say you can still come to their parking lot to do your business transactions, where they have cameras rolling 24/7.
Doesn't take any man hours from us. The cameras are already running anyway.
Other police agencies across Indiana are also opening their doors to help keep Craigslist users safe. That includes the Spencer Police Department in Owen County and the LaPorte County Sheriff's Department. Columbus North basketball standout Josh Spidell is still in critical condition following a car crash last weekend. But the support for Josh and his family continues to grow. A fund to help with his medical bills has reached nearly $40,000. $500 of that came from a summer league teammate from Carmel.
This last year, he was my AAU teammate and he was my roommate a couple times. So I mean, obviously I know him really well and he's a great kid.
The Indiana Pacers are also showing their support with a video message that aired during last night's game. Paul George and several other players take turns wishing Josh a fast recovery. The girls basketball team at Columbus North plans to donate proceeds from their game today also to the Josh Strong Fund. Well, this morning, a special moment for children battling cancer. They'll get to have their moment to shine on the football field. Sunrise reporter Matt McCutcheon joins us live this morning for a heartwarming story. Matt, good morning.
Naomi, good morning. When you think about the combine, you think about the competition, the skill, the exposure for our city. But today it's not about any of that. It's about the humanity, as several children battling and suffering various stages and types of cancer in our community from Peyton Manning Children's Hospital will be here today to partake in a little less of an intense version of the combine. Joining us this morning is Greg Moore, strength and conditioning coach here. Good morning to you. You took part in this event last year. What was it like?
It was awesome. Our guys last year got an opportunity to interact with patients from Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, participate in some games, activities, and that sort of thing. And I know the kids got a lot out of it, but our athletes also got a lot out of it. Giving back and just having that opportunity to put a smile on young kids' lives that are going through a tough time.
And having them come out, what all do they get to do while they're here for the hour? Yeah,
they'll get to experience some of the same tests that we run our athletes through for the NFL Combine and their pro day. They'll get to throw the ball. We're going to do a little new twist this year. We have a lawn snapper from IU in, and some of the kids will get an opportunity to work on their lawn snapping skills, their jumping skills, their running skills.
And as you mentioned, this is just a great opportunity for them to forget about cancer and the hospital and their battle and just be normal, have fun.
Absolutely. We're blessed to work for St. Vincent Hospital and Peyton Manning Children's Hospital and have that interaction back and forth with our athletes and know that there's more to life than football.
And to the combine, where there are several who want to join and ultimately make it into the NFL, what are some of the things that they get to do here at the Sports Performance Center?
Yeah, our athletes, we call it the speed school for NFL. Everyone wants to know about their 40, but we're preparing them for the 7 tests for the NFL Combine and their pro day at their college or university. Today we have a big focus on the 225 bench in the weight room.
Okay, so after today's event for the children, it's right back to work then for these NFL hopefuls.
Absolutely. We'll get started here at about 8:30 with the guys, and then at 11 a.m. the children will arrive and we'll have some fun with them.
Great. All right. A very heartwarming moment. Thank you very much for joining us this morning here. Again, that all gets underway here at 11 o'clock this morning. It's a private closed event for the families who haven't been able to smile a lot recently, be able to enjoy the event and watch their children out here enjoying themselves and smiling as well. We'll have much more on this coming up here later throughout Sunrise. For now, reporting live, Matt McCutcheon, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Matt, thank you so much. All right, Kelly Green joining me again to talk about good news. We've got a warm up on the way, folks, though it'll be cloudy.
Yes, a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day today, and we do have a chance of rain tomorrow, but we'll just soak in these warm temperatures right now in the 30s all across central Indiana. Warmer yet this afternoon. I'll have the details coming up on Sunrise.
Plus, you know your dog's breath is bad, but how can you tell when it's more of a problem? Our pet vet joins us during National Pet Dental Health Month with some helpful tips. That's next. We all know dogs have bad breath, but did you know there's a difference between that and dental disease? February is National Pet Dental Health Month. So the next couple weeks, we want to focus on good dental care. So we're joined once again by Dr. Jennifer Crow, our veterinarian from Fisher's Veterinary Hospital. Thank you so much for coming in today to talk about what's a really important issue with pets that people might not think about.
Yep, our dogs get dental disease just like people do, and we may be able to get by with doing a dental cleaning on your pet every couple of months, but the main thing with dental care, it starts at home, just like with you and your child.
What are the signs that something might be wrong in your pet's mouth?
So signs are going to include things like bad breath, discolored teeth, dropping food, or pain from the mouth. But by the time they are showing those, they already have some signs of disease. So that means it's time to do something now.
And what can you do?
So at home, you can do things much like you would for yourself. We're going to, brushing teeth, this is the number one thing. But you have to get used to doing it, and you have to get your pet used to doing it. But there are chews. There are treats that are going to be large so that they grip that tooth, that they have enzymes, chemicals in there that are going to help clean the dog or the cat's tooth. So you can actually let them brush their own teeth with this stuff.
And what about for pets that they don't do well with the toothbrush, they can't handle it, and they just fight you every time?
Well, those and the ones that do, eventually they're going to need their teeth cleaned. They're going to need a professional cleaning at your veterinary office so that we can get under the gum line. A tooth is like an iceberg. There's so much of that tooth that you can't see, and that's where we come in. Your veterinarian and the veterinary staff are going to help clean those teeth and helpfully prevent them from needing advanced dental care in the long run. It's cheap and it is easy to do. So get in touch with your vet in your vet's office so that you can avoid those complicated issues that, just like a person, require a lot of care down the road.
Yeah, I noticed too, this is kind of a unique type of toothbrush. Is there a special kind you need to get? I mean, this doesn't look like one I would use.
No, there's not, but you can. You can find ones that are going to have multiple angles, but you can even use a child's soft bristle brush.
Wow. So pretty easy. You might have some of the stuff at home, and those treats are always nice. The dog won't even know that he's brushing his own teeth while he's eating.
Nope.
All right, Dr. Crow, thank you so much for joining us. We always appreciate it, and a very important month to talk about dental care for your pets. Still ahead, there may still be a chance for an American aid worker to be saved. Still ahead, why the U.S. and Jordan are not buying reports that she's dead. Welcome back. There is skepticism this morning over a claim by ISIS that an American aid worker has died. That worker has been identified as 26-year-old Kayla Jean Mueller. ISIS militants reported yesterday that Mueller died in a Jordanian airstrike in northern Syria. The Jordanian government says the reports are criminal propaganda, and the Pentagon says there is no corroborating evidence. New overnight, 3 more bodies were pulled out of the wreckage of that Trans-Asia airplane that crashed earlier this week. That brings the total death toll to 38 people. 5 are still missing. Investigators believe one of the 2 engines on the plane went idle 37 seconds after takeoff. They said the pilots apparently shut off the other engine before making an unsuccessful attempt to restart it. A 19-year-old man died after a vehicle crashed into a Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant in Georgia. This happened yesterday afternoon. A 67-year-old woman was attempting to park when she drove her van into the front of the restaurant. 2 people inside were injured and taken to the hospital. One of them died a short time later. Charges are expected to be filed against that driver. Firefighters near Sacramento had a rather bizarre situation on their hands earlier this week. This horse named Phantom tripped and fell into a bathtub, you can see there. Phantom's owner saw the horse go down and immediately called the fire department for help. After about 25 minutes, firefighters were able to free Phantom from the bathtub. Luckily, she wasn't hurt. Well, that's certainly good to see. And today will be a much warmer day than we've seen in quite some time, and that is welcomed news, but it won't last. We could have guessed it.
Yes, but at least it's landing on the weekend.
Yes,
right?
Let's focus on today. How about that?
Yes, today's going to be great. We've had some clouds that have moved in, but they're already starting to thin out quite a bit. If we take a wider look here, we do have a system that's moving across the Great Lakes area. It's bringing some light snow across the northeastern portion of the United States. But for us, we will stay dry today, and the clouds will thin out, and we'll see a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day today. It's currently 32 degrees in Carmel, 29 in New Palestine, 31 degrees in Pendleton, 30 degrees in Shelbyville, and 34 in Plainfield. Temperatures well above normal and running much warmer than yesterday at this time. It's 15 degrees warmer right now in Indianapolis than yesterday. It's 10 degrees warmer in Peru, and we do have a lot more snowpack in our north central viewing area, so that is definitely going to keep temperatures down a tad. But still very mild all across central Indiana right now, and we've already hit our low this morning of 29 degrees, and temperatures already climbing quickly. 31 degrees, winds out of the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour, and our wind chill value making it feel like it is 23 degrees. Now we do have an area of low pressure to our northeast, another one to our northwest, but the high pressure to our southeast, this is going to help usher in warmer air out of the southwest. So on the back side of that system, as it pushes on out of here, we will see a mild afternoon, and temperatures will jump pretty quickly. We'll still see a mix of sun and clouds throughout the afternoon, and temperatures will soar about 10 degrees above average for this time of year, climbing to around 48 degrees later this afternoon. And it will be breezy at times with winds out of the southwest from 10 to 15 miles per hour. That high of 48 degrees. Later on tonight, the clouds do thicken up, and as we head into tomorrow morning, it will be cloudy, but it should be dry. We may have some patchy fog tomorrow morning, so keep that in mind as well, but gusts will be around 25 miles per hour, so those winds will hopefully help deter much fog development. But check out that low, 40 degrees, so another mild start tomorrow, and it will be a mild day tomorrow afternoon. We will see a chance of some scattered showers moving in, but mainly during the afternoon, and the best chance of rain will actually hold off until later in the afternoon. Most areas will stay dry, and those that do see some rain will likely see at best a 1/10 of an inch of rain. So we'll keep a chance of rain in the forecast during the afternoon hours with a high near 49 degrees tomorrow afternoon. And then some changes push in as we head into Sunday night. Chance of that rain, and then we may even see a bit of a wintry mix of rain and snow, possibly some freezing rain late Sunday night into early Monday morning. So this weekend, temperatures feeling more spring-like with highs in the upper 40s, and we have a chance of that rain on Sunday afternoon. Dry for Monday and Tuesday, but another chance of rain arrives on Wednesday, dry and colder for Thursday and Friday. Naomi?
Kelly, thank you. The Pacers welcomed the King to their court last night and sent him off without a crown. LeBron James and the Cavaliers hoped for their 13th straight win, and they led for the majority of the game at Bankers Life, but They didn't get it. A huge fourth quarter from Solomon Hill, George Hill, and former Cavalier C.J. Miles fueled an exciting Pacer comeback. Dave Calabro will have much more on the Pacers' biggest win of the season. That's coming up in sports. Plus, right now on WTHR.com, read why Bob Kravitz thinks this season is not a lost cause just yet. Bob makes the case for keeping this current roster intact as the trade deadline draws near. You can read that column now exclusively on WTHR.com. Still ahead, hoofing it in the Motor City. A Detroit man spends decades walking to work, more than 20 miles each day. Still ahead, the surprise gift that will help him rest those feet. Plus, a passion for music coming up on our Making a Difference segment. What drives a local teacher to keep on going as she battles cancer? Welcome back. An East Side music teacher is proving to be quite an inspiration to those around her. In this morning's Making a Difference, Sunrise anchor Bruce Kopp shows us how she's waged her own personal fight to return to work and keep the sound of music alive in the hallways of IPS School 105.
Pardon interruption. At this time, we need the choir members to come quietly to Mrs.
For 30 years, Para Gale has conducted the choir and taught music to students at Charles W. Fairbanks School.
And so I'm responsible for all of the music classes. I'm responsible for the programs, for the plays, the musicals, the choir, and I love it.
Every praise, every praise.
But 4 years ago, Mrs. Gale was diagnosed with cancer and has had to face extensive treatment. She's been able to return to school, and students now come to her to sing in what's called Harmony Hall.
The most difficult part now is that it has affected my legs, and because I don't have a classroom and I have to push a cart, I haven't been able to do that. So now we just named the hallway Harmony Hall, and the teachers bring the kids to me.
She's very encouraging. You know, when you feel like giving up, when you have some kind of little illness, and she's battling cancer, going through chemotherapy and radiation, and shows up here and still teaches, it's very encouraging to make others want to just say, hey, I can make it through.
Her students skip recess once a day to spend time in choir practice.
She acts like a mother to me, so I understand her a lot.
Okay, so you can tell that she cares, huh?
Yes.
I really think she's one of a kind. She's really sweet.
The young people have been my rock. I feel their love all of the time. You know, I get hugs, and the little ones that come and say, you know, Mommy's praying for you, we're praying for you, or they come to say, Miss Gail, how do you feel today? What can I do for you?
She's a fighter. She's just very positive and everything, and always sees the bright side, and that's something that we always need.
Despite her battle against cancer, she says she has never considered scaling back.
I really believe this is where I need to be, and I need to be here to give them everything that I have, and that's what I want to do.
It's to our God.
On the east side, Bruce Kopp, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Oh, cool, Bruce. Thank you. And if you know someone making a difference in Indiana, contact us on Facebook or Twitter. Well, he spent the past decade walking 21 miles to and from work every day. But this morning, the man who's inspired a wave of generosity across the country has a new set of wheels. A car dealership near Detroit surprised James Robertson yesterday with a fully loaded 2015 Ford Taurus. He began walking to work 10 years ago when his old car broke down. But despite his long commute, he's never been late and has perfect attendance. Robertson says he's thrilled to get a new Ford Taurus because, as he says, it's simple on the outside and strong on the inside.
Whenever I step into it, it will remind me of where I've been and where I'm going. Anybody who's been on those rides know roller coasters go up and down, right? It's been mostly up, up, up.
Wow, a GoFundMe page set up for Robertson has already raised more than $325,000. New information this morning in the Anthem security breach, where hackers may have gained access to the system and how you can safeguard your personal info.
And we do have a thick snowpack in Bunker Hill, but we have some sunshine and warmer temperatures. There's going to be a thawing today. I'll tell you why coming up in your SkyTrack 13 forecast on Sunrise.
Indiana's news leader. Eyewitness News at Sunrise continues.
It is 8:30 on your Saturday morning, and what a beautiful day outside already. A live look at downtown Indianapolis. You can see the sun shining there, and temps expected to rise into the upper 40s today. Good morning once again. I'm Naomi Peskovitz, joined by Kelly Green. Kind of looking at this weather pattern that's up and down. Today we're on the up.
That's right. It's going to feel more like spring today than winter. So if you've had the winter blues, then get out and enjoy this. Over the next couple of days, we'll be enjoying temperatures well above average. Now, we have had some clouds that have thickened up, but they're already starting to thin out once again, as you can see from our satellite radar. It is going to be a dry day today, and we are tracking just a few high clouds right now as this system to our northeast continues to push off to the northeast. High pressure will dominate us for the most part today, allowing southwesterly breezes. And we already have a bit of a breeze, as you can see from our Morris Reservoir cam here. A lot of ice there on the lake, but a lot of that is going to thin out today too, with a major thaw coming in today as we have a lot of sunshine and warm breezes out of the southwest. Here's a look at our Nashville cam. A little bit more cloud coverage there in south central Indiana, but again, a lot of this is going to continue to thin out, as you can see all across our viewing area. Current conditions downtown, it is starting to clear out with mostly sunny skies, but winds are out of the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour. Air temperature at 31, and we do have a wind chill value making it feel like it's 23. It is currently 29 in Marion, 32 in Greensburg, 35 already in Bloomington, and temperatures will climb quickly today with that southwesterly flow. It is going to allow those temperatures to bump up into the upper 40s this afternoon. That's actually 10 degrees above average for this time of year, so it will definitely feel like spring today, with temperatures climbing to 48 degrees this afternoon. We are tracking a chance of rain for tomorrow. I'll have the timing of that coming up in your SkyTrack 13 forecast.
Kelly, thank you. This morning, new information about a data breach involving millions of health insurance records from Anthem. Investigators believe hackers got the credentials of 5 different employees to penetrate the system, and hackers may have first gained access back in December. In the wake of the cybersecurity attack, scammers are now trying to reach customers. Anthem is now warning customers of email scams too. The emails like this one you're about to see here, there it is, are designed to appear as though they're from Anthem, with messages like, "Click here for credit monitoring," but don't do that. The emails are not from Anthem, and Anthem says don't click on any links in the email, don't reply to the email, or reach out to the senders. Also, don't open any attachments that might arrive with that email. Anthem also finds itself in the legal crosshairs as a result of the data breach. The health insurance company is facing 3 class action lawsuits just in the first few days since news of the breach first broke, and that includes Indiana. The Noblesville woman who filed suit claims Anthem did not go far enough to protect her information. Coming up at 9:45 this morning, we will talk about the latest security breach and how you can protect your information with State Attorney General Greg Zeller. A 9-year-old girl was shot while walking to a Girl Scout meeting, and now she is getting support from her fellow Girl Scouts. Last night, her troop, as well as friends and neighbors, threw Sinai Miller a welcome home party. She was hit in the calf by a stray bullet while in the parking lot near her home off 71st and Township Line Road on Tuesday. Despite running a fever the other day, her mom says things are looking up for her daughter.
She's handling it very well. Just kind of still afraid going back to school and things like that. But we're going to seek her counseling so that she won't be scarred from the situation.
And there's been an outpouring of support for the girl from all over the area. West Lane Middle School students and staff raised more than $600 for her. Meantime, police are still looking for the blue SUV where the shots reportedly came from. If you have any information, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 262-TIPS. A serious crash on State Road 47 killed an Anderson woman and injured her husband last night. Chopper 13 HD flew over the scene near the Boone and Hamilton County line. Investigators say the couple was traveling home from Chicago when their van drifted off the road. 74-year-old Janet Ellie died when they slammed into a concrete bridge railing. Her 78-year-old husband Larry, who was driving, was able to crawl from the wreckage. He went to the hospital with a leg injury. Police are still trying to determine the cause. A possible break in the case of a father and daughter murdered in Hartford City. Police have an unnamed person of interest in custody this morning at the Jay County Jail. The shootings happened Thursday at the Hartford Square Apartments. Someone killed 40-year-old Shane Williamson and his 14-year-old daughter, Caitlin Williamson, who was a high school freshman. We now know when trials will be held for two of the suspects in that deadly Southside explosion that killed 2 people and destroyed dozens of homes. Yesterday, attorneys for accused ringleader Mark Leonard made a surprise move by withdrawing their request to postpone his trial. He will be the first to go to trial in June in St. Joseph County. A judge also moved the trial for his brother and alleged accomplice Bob Leonard to Fort Wayne. All 4 suspects in the case are charged with roughly 50 counts, including murder, arson, and conspiracy. Well, it was a brief 3-hour trip to Indianapolis as President Barack Obama talked about what he called middle-class economics. The visit included a town hall-style speech at Ivy Tech Community College. I was there yesterday for the president's arrival and departure. Here's a look at his message to Hoosiers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
Indianapolis welcomed the president to campus, where he spoke about his plan to make 2 years of community college free.
Here in America, it shouldn't matter how much money your folks make. If you're willing to work hard, you should be able to get that opportunity, and you shouldn't necessarily have $100,000 worth of debt when you leave.
Army veteran Christy Lee Vickers had a follow-up question in mind.
How does this affect a veteran's use of education?
The president said the challenge goes beyond the classroom, and there's room to help veterans find work after school.
So that folks aren't just getting hired at the bottom rungs, but have the opportunity to maybe come in at a higher wage and a higher salary. So we've got to tie together the education process with the hiring process.
I like the answer, but at the same time, I feel like there's some gray area.
Though several Hoosier politicians, including the governor, joined the president during his visit, Congressman Andre Carson told us about his special invite on board Air Force One.
You think the Secret Service, but there are a lot of military personnel aboard, and there are different offices and different agencies present that you don't want to mess with. So.
And the Indiana Republican Party is echoing those comments. They released a statement last night following the president's visit, criticizing his higher education proposal. The party chair says the plan, quote, fails to address college affordability as costs are merely shifted from individuals to the taxpayer. And another top U.S. official is planning a trip to Indianapolis. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy will travel here on Monday as part of a cross-country listening tour. He plans to talk about the Affordable Care Act. The deadline to sign up for coverage is just more than a week away. And Kelly Green back with me again to talk about a very lovely forecast this weekend. Finally, we have been waiting for this.
Exactly, and we have a chance of rain this weekend, but even that's not a great chance. It's going to be mainly dry and mild. Check out these temperatures from our WeatherBug network. Already 34 degrees in Brownsburg, 31 in Pendleton, 32 in Strawn, and in Newcastle, it's already 31. Temperatures will climb this afternoon. I'll have the details coming up.
Plus, some pretty pooches will jockey for the opportunity to be called top dog. It's all happening at the fairgrounds. And we have a sneak peek coming up. Welcome back. Time now is 8:41 and the famous Westminster Dog Show is just about a week away. But before the Best in Show is crowned, you can see some of the top dogs right here in Indy. Kevin Allen joins us live now from the State Fairgrounds to tell us all about today's Winter Dog Show. Kevin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Naomi.
It's so good to see you, and we're hoping to see some dogs out there today too. What can folks expect?
Well, we have almost 2,700 dogs today, 172 different breeds, so we have a lot here today. Plus we have obedience, ton of vendors, a lot of dogs, a lot of people.
Yeah, we're already seeing quite the crowd there. Tell us about those dogs you're standing near. Which breed are those, and what are they competing for?
Over here to the right, we have Great Danes in the ring here right now. They go by different colors. They have 4 different colors. So right now the blacks are in.
All right, and how does a dog win this Best of Show honor? What do they have to do to qualify?
Well, we start for different classes, and when you do win Best of Breed, then all the breed winners from like a working group, which is what these dogs are in, they go groups, and then if the winning group dog then goes on to Best in Show. Then there's 7 groups. So the winner of each group competes, and then you pick Best in Show out of those 7 dogs.
Sounds very competitive. For folks who want to come today, what should they know?
Well, it's $7 for adults. Kids 12 and under are free. Of course, there's $5 to park from the fairgrounds. And you can come in. There's plenty of room to walk. You can pet dogs. You just have to ask the people that have the dogs, can I pet your dog? And most of them let you pet them. And you can pet 2,600 dogs.
Wow, that would take a while. Kevin,
yes,
thank you so much for joining us. We will be checking back in with you here in a little bit. We'll see you soon. Have fun. It looks like a great time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Naomi.
Good to see you. Yeah, you can pet 2,700 dogs. That would be a lot of work.
That's a lot of dogs, but a lot of unique dogs. That's what's cool. Like you wouldn't typically see.
And they're beautiful. They're so well groomed and mostly well behaved too. So that would be a fun thing to do today. It'll be really a great day to do pretty much anything.
Yes, and spend some time outdoors because it is going to be a mild weekend. We're going to see thawing happening this afternoon as warmer air starts to arrive. You can see on our satellite radar we had some thicker clouds, some darker clouds that moved in, but they're already starting to thin out quite a bit. We have a system that's moving off to the east coast, and that's what brought some of those clouds earlier this morning. But we'll see a nice break in the action. Already seeing a nice clearing from our Bunker Hill weather bug cam, some blue sky and a lot of sunshine there, and that snowpack, it is going to start melting. And here's a tweet from our own Carrie Klein. She says, it's a beautiful day for a run in downtown Indy, doing my first training race for the 500 festival race. So good for her, and just a beautiful view there. A great day to get out and do some of that running. Check out these temperatures. This is the past 24-hour temperature change. It is 15 degrees warmer right now than yesterday at this time. 15 degrees in Shelbyville. It's also 15 degrees warmer in Lebanon. So a nice break in the cold, bitter conditions we've had. Temperatures right now 30 degrees in Kokomo, 32 in Greensburg. Marion, a little bit more snowpack there, 29 degrees, and 33 in Crawfordsville, 35 already in Bloomington. A lot of sunshine from our HD downtown Indianapolis cam. It's 31 degrees at the airport. Winds out of the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour. Bit of a wind chill in the low 20s. Now we have a couple of systems that's kind of sandwiched in between, and we have this area of high pressure that's going to help on the backside of that. We have that clockwise flow with high pressure. So on the backside, some southerly breezes, and then we also have our next weather maker that will push in tomorrow. We have counterclockwise flow with lows, so that will allow some of that warm southerly breeze to kick in today, and that will bring those temperatures up quite quickly. A mix of sun and clouds this afternoon. It really will be a nice afternoon. We'll see temperatures this afternoon climbing into the upper 40s as we head into the afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds, winds out of the south-southwest, and a high of 48 degrees. Now as we head into the evening, we will see the clouds thickening up and temperatures will fall to 40 degrees. It will be quite breezy at times. Gusts around 25 miles per hour will be possible, and it will be mild with temperatures only falling to 40 degrees. Now, during the day tomorrow, we'll start to see those changes moving in, but it will still be very mild. Cloudy start tomorrow morning, but I do think it will be dry. Later in the afternoon, after 12 noon, we have a chance of a few light scattered showers. Better chances around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Not everyone will see rain, and the rain will be pretty light. Likely anywhere around 1/10 of an inch will be possible. So tomorrow afternoon, another mild day, a little bit more cloud coverage, and we'll keep a chance of some rain in the afternoon with highs in the upper 40s. So a nice break from those winter conditions. As we head into Sunday night, though, there is a chance of a rain-snow mix Sunday night into early Monday morning. Could see a bit of that rain changing over to some snow showers. With this weekend, though, get out and enjoy it. Temperatures will be climbing 10 degrees above average, highs in the upper 40s, and a chance of rain Sunday afternoon, and then a high of 34 on Monday, 37 on Tuesday. A dry couple of days there before we are tracking another chance of rain on Wednesday.
Kelly, thank you. Well, we might still be in the month of February, but we are inching closer to the Chinese New Year. That doesn't happen until the 19th, but today you can get the celebration started at the Indianapolis Children's Museum. It's from 10 to 5 today. The Indianapolis Chinese Community Center will delight crowds with traditional Chinese performances, including the Dragon Dance and Lion Dance. Visitors can also practice calligraphy, join in the Chinese Zodiac and Year of the Goat shadow puppet performances, and even make lucky monkey envelopes. Also today, you can sing along to some soulful music at the 26th annual Gospel Fest. It's at Clues Hall on the Butler University campus. Headlining the series is Fred Hammond, the so-called father of urban gospel. The concert kicks off tonight at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $42 for adults, $36 for seniors, and $32 for students. But if you're more of a country fan, one of the biggest country music stars will be at Purdue tonight. Country superstar Brad Paisley will perform at 8 o'clock at Purdue's Elliott Hall of Music. Paisley has won 3 Grammys, 2 American Music Awards, 14 Academy of Country Music Awards, and 14 Country Music Association Awards. Also on the bill, Parmalee and the Swan Brothers. Tickets are still available. And speaking of music superstars, another one will be here to help launch a brand new radio station. Rap star Nelly will be at the 93.9 The Beats launch party today. The new station plays mostly classic hip-hop and R&B and is owned by indie-based Cumulus. The party is at the Vogue tonight. Last month, Amy Poehler was named the Hasty Pudding Woman of the Year, and last night, one of her Parks and Recreation co-stars earned the men's honor. Chris Pratt was roasted at Harvard University and named Hasty Pudding Man of the Year. Quite the honor there. The Pudding Pot Award is bestowed every year by the country's oldest university theater group. He told the group he was connected to Harvard through a sweatshirt he bought as a 5th grader.
I only could have owned that at that time if it was for sale at Kmart for $5 or less. So I'd say you're doing pretty well, Harvard. You've come a long way. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Quite the get up there, too. And as we showed you earlier in the show, Pratt was also in Boston to visit an area children's hospital as part of a Super Bowl bet. Well, now here's Dave Calabro with a look at what's next in sports.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Dave Calabro. Operation Basketball's coming your way. Wapahani's all fired up. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We hope you stay with us after the show tomorrow morning for Inside Indiana Business. Here's host Gary Dick with more on tomorrow's show.
I'm Gary Dick, and here's what's topping Indiana business news headlines this week. The Indiana Department of Workforce Development's latest Hoosier Hot 50 jobs list is heavy on science, technology, engineering, and math-related positions. The rankings project the top high-wage, high-demand careers in the state by 2022. Community Health Network in Indianapolis says an initiative designed to tap into employee-driven innovation has generated more than 1,000 ideas. Community Launchpad is an accelerator that connects physicians and employees with research and design, intellectual property, and funding experts. Amazon has opened its first ever staffed campus pickup and drop-off location at Purdue University. Amazon at Purdue is located in the Kroc Leadership Center on the school's West Lafayette campus. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway says this year's month of May will be highlighted by higher speeds and a focus on innovation. Chevrolet and Honda are developing new aero kits, which are expected to provide a unique look for cars for the first time in years. And we'll have all of the week's business news, including details on those hottest and highest paying Hoosier jobs. That's tomorrow morning at 11, right here on Channel 13. I'm Gary Dick. Go out and make it a successful weekend.
Now, Eyewitness Sports.
Hey, good morning, everybody. What a way to start the weekend. The Pacers, a fantastic finish against the Cavs last night. And the King, LeBron James, in town. The Cavs have their 13th consecutive win, but watch the Pacers taking care of business. Solomon Hill with a flush. Pacers down 3, fourth quarter. Fans going nuts. It was sold out again. C.J. Miles going against his old team. Monster night, 26 points. Pacers in the lead. And George Hill, finishing touch. Watch this, the one-handed three-pointer and the foul. Pacers win 103-99.
You know, them being the hottest team in the league and be able to get a big win on our home floor. And in the middle of this process of, like you said, getting everybody right is big because winning builds confidence, but being the hottest team in the league definitely is an old notch you've done. Not to mention that I played there last year.
I feel like that's the way that the Pacers normally play, you know, when it gets down to the gritty, that we're able to overcome them games by our physicality and smash mouth type of defense that we always normally play. But we're getting back to that. Like I said, it's going to take time. We're getting all the guys back together finally.
And it's time for Operation Basketball. The Wapahani cheerleaders are in studio. First time ever. It's time to play the game. Here's Rich Knight with 2 big games.
Lawrence Central is Josh Strong, showing support and raising money for Josh Spidell, the Columbus North player in critical condition after a car accident. Chris Wilkes is strong for North Central. 26 points for the long sophomore. Kyle Guy hits the long shot for the Bears on the way to 25 points. But North Central coach Doug Mitchell styles the Red Jacket to an 84-72 Panthers win. Another Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference matchup at Lawrence North, where they love Bacon. Pat Bacon scores 16 points and cuts the Carmel lead to just 1 to open the fourth quarter.
Josh Spidell has support here too. Carmel's top player Ryan Klein has already visited Spidell at the hospital, and the Greyhounds raised about $500 for the Josh Strong Fund.
Ryan Klein scored 25 points for Carmel, most from long distance. And with the game tied and time running out, Klein pulls up and buries another three-pointer. Bacon gets a final look for the Wildcats, but misses the frying pan. Carmel stays in the MIC title chase with a 52-49 win. I'm Rich Nye, Operation Basketball.
And on this Saturday morning, time for Cheerleaders of the Week from Wapahani High School. Ladies, take it away.
Show us that you're proud. Hey, Raiders, get loud. Show us that you're proud. Yell WHS. WHS. Hey, Raiders, get loud. Show us that you're proud. Yell red and black. Red and black. WTHR, Operation Basketball. Hey, WTHR, Operation Basketball.
Nice job, Wapahani. First time their school's ever been on the big show. Glad to have you guys here all the way from Muncie making the road trip. I'm Dave Calabro. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Take on East Central in the Hoosier Invitational, and tributes to injured Columbus North player Josh Spidell are expected. That game is at 5:45. Meantime, Indian Creek against Edinburgh tips off at 4 o'clock, and Mooresville and New Palestine battle in the nightcap. That's at 7:30. Well, it's going to be a great day for a very special event happening for patients at Peyton Manning Hospital. We'll have more on the mock combine happening today. Plus, new on Sunrise, a head-on crash involving an IMPD officer. Coming up, what the driver who hit the squad car admitted to investigators.